Hello, I'm Bradley and welcome to my video. Today I really want to leave hairstyling, the products I've used, all that alone. What I am doing today is a video in regards to a personal issue. It's about, it does link into the style I'm wearing today. I have a hearing problem. I have worn hearing aids for quite a long time, and I have been trying to for a while to grow my hair out a little bit longer so it covers my hearing aids. I know it sounds particularly strange why necessarily you'd want to cover that up, but because it is me, I get told that all the time, it is me, why do I worry about it? But it does affect my confidence, and it certainly sometimes does make me feel quite low in mood, particularly when I never used to have to wear any at all, and that sort of journey of sort of my hearing changing. And I've tried it a couple of times. I've tried sort of having my hair a bit longer to cover the hearing aids. Every time I have my hearing aids fitted, I'm always told, why don't you grow your hair? Why don't you change your style? Sort of growing up, when I was really young, I always had really short, cropped, spiky hair. Really, me and my twin brother always had short, spiky hair, loads of hair gel, loads of sort of sprays, waxes, you name it, we used it. We're still pretty much we're like that, but me, I have to wear them. It really has changed my life since I've worn hearing aids, which is of course a fantastic thing. It's really restored a lot of sound and sort of the clarity of speech and things which I hear, which is great. Some days I'm absolutely fine. Like you've probably seen in some of my previous videos, I work in a very professional role in a bank. I would never wear my hair like this to work. I would always wear a very gelled, slick, very sort of combed within an inch of its lifestyle. And again, I love that, being inspired by the 1910s, 1920s era, my favourite range of hairstyles. So today I'm going to pretty much leave the products and things alone which we've used. I haven't actually really used a lot of anything at all today. What do you think? It's a style which I don't really wear very often. In fact, it's not something which I'm even sure if I like longer hair. However, it does work. It does cover the hearing aids. I've got my oldest style of hearing aids in at the moment because I'm having some problems with my new hearing aids, which I am hopefully getting fitted really soon. But it does, as I say, it covers my hearing aids. You're not necessarily seeing that I'm wearing hearing aids. Yes, of course, you're seeing the cable at the back, which I've got here. Shortly that's going to be gone. When I recently gone to have my hearing aids fitted, there was a problem with the mould. In fact, it actually got snapped whilst the audiologist was polishing it up for me to be able to put in my ear after the mould needed to be changed. So unfortunately I couldn't have them straight away, and they did on the day try and adjust them, so I could at least go away with them. And if you've watched my previous videos, you'll know I actually left with several hearing aid systems to try and explore and see which one best suited me. And at the moment the wireless Biocross ones are absolutely fantastic. I'm just waiting on some new hearing aid molds, which will be, I'm told, about 2 weeks, unfortunately. However, moving on from that, again, this style for sort of the foreseeable future, it might be something I actually go back to. I'm looking at it, I quite like it. Earlier I had it parted straight down through the middle of my scalp, didn't like it whatsoever, completely washed me out, and I think that unfortunately I haven't been that great sort of lately with a few different problems, again in regards to health, and so sometimes I think that when you have longer hair, particularly sort of if you're not feeling particularly great, it can sometimes, if it doesn't necessarily suit you or people aren't used to seeing you like it can wash you out a bit. It can make you even look a little bit worse, I find. I don't know if you would sort of agree with that. And again, it's what you're used to. It's what you're used to. And at the moment, I'm not really 100% sure if I like it like this. But today, for example, I think it works. Have used minimal products and it hasn't taken very long at all. I have used a straightener. That's about the only thing I have used. My hair is really quite wavy and I don't really like that at all. And it's really quite soft and sleek, and yeah, it's great. So I've got a parting off from one side of my head here, hair literally over on one side, and again I've left the hair down here, making sure I'm really covering my hearing aids, using a bit of spray just to sort of bring some pieces around and just to make sure that I do cover those hearing aids. And I think it works really well. Anybody who is in my sort of similar situation who is wearing hearing aids, and of course I know I'm really fortunate, there will be people who will be a lot worse off, but of course we're all different and it affects us in so many different ways. But yeah, I think sometimes if you could just sometimes I think if we could all be in each other's shoes and know how people feel, it would be absolutely a fantastic world to be in. But of course we don't. So if sometimes a simple hairstyle or a simple change can make you feel better, then why not? if you're in a similar situation or you do wear hearing aids, give it a try. Play around with your hairstyles, grow your hair a little bit longer. That's what I've done. You might like it, you might not. You might find that it's something you want all the time, which is absolutely fantastic, and if you have done that, then great. And of course, whilst your hair's a little bit longer, you can do so much more different things with it, especially covering up hearing aids. However, of course, you might not want to be covering up hearing aids. You might not even wear hearing aids at all. You might just have ears, what you don't like, what you want to cover. Of course, there will be people out there like that. And of course, there will be a whole different host of reasons why people would want to grow their hair. As a young man with with a lot to worry about. I think in your 20s there's so many different things to worry about, so I think that your hair and what you wear really shouldn't be one of them. So yeah, hopefully from what we've discussed today, hopefully there is some things you can take away, even if you like the style I've sort of got at the moment and you think, yeah, I would like to really try that. Hopefully you can see, if I just sit back in the light here a little bit, I've gone through with my hand and pulled my fingers through just to give it a little bit more sort of a textured look rather than a combed look. And I have on the side here as well, and you can see the parting up here, and it's quite wispy at the end, which works better to cover up the hearing aids or to cover up features which you might have with your ears. But yeah, as I say, I really like it. Probably will wear it again in the future, and it certainly worked for me today when I'm feeling a little bit self-conscious and having a bit of a bad day necessarily with one thing or another related to how I've been with health lately. So yeah, it certainly does make you feel better if you can sort of have some more control. I think the whole thing is not having control of a situation, which I know sometimes does cause me some stress and probably some anxiety. So yes, yeah, really hope that at least one person, which would be my absolutely achievement, if one person can go away in my same similar situation, if they're wearing hearing aids, if they're not, and they can sort of see this and think, yeah, absolutely, that works. I'm going to go away, I'm going to give that a try. So yeah, thank you really very much for watching, and I hope that there is something you've taken away from this today. Leave me a comment, get back to me. I will try my best to leave a comment back to you and get back in touch. So really thank you very much for watching. Thanks, bye bye now. We're probably going to be coming up soon with some different sort of subject areas to cover. So yeah, really come back soon. Alright, thank you. So until then, thanks very much, bye bye now.